welcome back to another video. I'm Mason, and today we're going to be talking about putting things off to the future, waiting for the perfect circumstances, and how nobody is coming to save us. So very often in our lives, we tell ourselves, when this happens, then I'll blank. It could be, when I have no more anxiety, then I'll finally put myself out there. Or it could be, once I have the perfect plan, then I'll finally start. Or any other way of delaying the things that we desire. The truth is, that perfect day, or that perfect plan, those perfect conditions, or that perfect person is never going to come, and if you choose to wait for it, you will be waiting forever. So if you're thinking, I'll finally feel good when I have that great job, or I'll finally feel good when I have a great body or a great relationship, then I encourage you to reconsider. Because even when we reach that great relationship or we finally get to that great job, there's always something else for us to wait for to really feel good. The future isn't a real tangible thing. It is constructed in our mind in order to plan accordingly or to sort of have an idea of what to expect. But oftentimes, it ends up working against us. If we keep on putting things off to the future, then we're living in our heads in a sort of a fantasy land. We're waiting until some indeterminate point in time for something to happen. Instead of doing something now, we deprive ourselves of our desires by casting them off with some eventually or some when the perfect conditions arise. If you keep on doing this, then the harvest never comes, and you'll find yourself on your deathbed one day thinking, why didn't I? Or I wish I would have just tried. And you'll be an old person that lives with regret and bitterness and this feeling of wishing I wish I had. So today I'm here to tell you the conditions are perfect now. They always have been and they always will be. Your seeds are waiting to be planted. There are fertile fields that are waiting to just be planted with some seeds. What that means to you is none of my business, but whatever it is you find yourself wanting, whether that's happiness or a creative channel, do something now in order to move yourself towards that, even if that is just visualizing having that thing and how good it feels to have it. Anything except put it entirely off to the future. It's less about external circumstances like time, like finances, like material items, and it's more about your internal environment, like your feelings towards your desires and your present circumstances. Even if you aren't opening a business now, start using the energy that is available to you and diverting that towards your desires. And pay attention to see where your energy is being used non-productively, because that will give you the opportunity to divert energy that's being used against you into being used for you, and that can be absolutely life-changing. You can go from being somebody who's anxious to somebody who is very confident. You can go from being very depressed to very happy. You can go from confused to clear-headed. So instead of thinking about things so much in terms of past, present, and future, it can be very useful to think about things in terms of where is my energy being used right now, because that'll give you a better picture of what you're creating for yourself and how your current circumstances have turned out the way they are and why you're currently in the position you're in. And then you have the full opportunity to be able to change those circumstances by changing where your energy is being used. It doesn't have to be so drastic or so huge right off the bat. It could be something as simple as, like I mentioned earlier, visualizing something or thinking a thought that is resonant with the thing that you desire. So this is going to be a shorter video today, but I do think the information in here is significant and very useful for any of us to work with and to reflect on. So please share anything in the comments, share your perspective, if you agree, if you disagree. I'm always trying to learn, and let's create some talk around it. So thank you very much. We'll see you next time.